It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video. Make sure y'all go to ubuntuapparel.com. All the information is in the description of this video. And to all my monthly subscribers, man, all my monthly members, subscribers, thank y'all so much, man. And if you're on YouTube, just go right below. You can order like that. That's how y'all can help me with this journey, bro. And I need all the help I can get. Okay? Now, what I want to holler at y'all today about is this, right? Something that's so unnatural, right? That's really governing the way that we live on a day-to-day basis. We're overstimulated with from pictures and seeing other people's lives and seeing number of people highlights and all this stuff. And what it does to us is it creates dopamine, or it creates a false reality that this is what we should be doing. And you got to understand, under diagnoses, that's how they get y'all or get us, right, to take different pills and shit, categorize you as this type of person. And when you find the definition of whatever they're trying to categorize you as, or he got trauma, or he got this, people learn those definitions and they act out those reactions or those emotions. So basically, they say, oh, he's just traumatized, and that type of trauma he has makes him have postpartum or depression or this and that, and people really start to act like they do. Why do you think they come up with shit like ADHD? I've done videos where they've changed the lights in the classroom, and children go from ADHD, from what they say ADHD is, to being calm, attentive, asking questions just by the light. The lighting that they use in the ceiling has an effect on their behaviors. I tell you, man, you playing a game that you damn near can't win. But being overstimulated due to social media and how it basically bombards us every day, bro, you got people really thinking or creating this false narrative in their mind that people really love them. Females, like, they think these dudes really love them just by saying, hey, how you doing, or hitting the like button. I told y'all, these social media platforms is built off attention. They use attention engineers to build these platforms. They know everything that catches our attention. Why do you think they put the heart button in the messages? So if a person, or if you heart something, that's like a real a special connection. Or this is why they put seen, 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 in the DMs, so they know you saw it. So what that does, that increases the response percentage, because your ass gonna respond because they know you seen it. Why do they do that? They do all these things to capture our attention. And I told y'all, bro, it is devastating to what social media does to us that we don't know nothing about, meaning groups. Why you think they created groups? You know how powerful it is, right, to be in a group. That group could literally be so effective when you're searching for data, or you're trying to search for a certain group of people that have the same interest, to be able to sell them something, or whatever the case may be. This is why they created groups. You can go on right now, type in Rockwilder. You're gonna have a group of Rockwilder lovers. And just say they trying to sell some Rottweiler clothes to Rottweiler dogs. They got Rottweiler groups, and that's just for dogs. What about groups for like polygamy? What about groups for people like this? All types of different groups. So basically, you're categorizing yourself based off your interest, and they know how to easily find you, because we telling ourselves in social media. We tell social media everything about us. So therefore, they can use that information to sell to other companies, to promote, and do all type of shit. It is very dangerous what social media does. And this is why I literally don't get on here, on some BS. And no disrespect, man. Do whatever you do, whatever you love to do. I respect that. I just say me. I try not to get on here and be on some, clown shit. I don't do all that. So, because I just know how important it is and how dangerous it is. And remember, everything can be weaponized. It doesn't matter. You can weaponize a camera. They can use cameras to paint perceptions in people's minds that they want to paint by using the camera. Everything can be weaponized. So they can make you think a certain way or sway you to believe something based off what they put in front of that camera. Same thing with social media. Social media can also help find classmates, family members, and information, but it can also put you in a position where shit, all your information on that motherfucker. They know everything about you, and you literally give it to them for free, willingly. They know what you like and don't like. You know what I'm saying? They know everything about us. And the more we put on here, the more they find ways to categorize us. You know what I'm saying? That's how they catch criminals. That's how the CIA works. They go off patterns. They can go off your pattern and say, well, based off your patterns, cross-reference with millions of other people's patterns that's similar to yours, you're a pedophile. Or you such and such, or you such and such, based off your actions and patterns. So what I'm telling you is this, man. They're going to be coming up with all these different names and diagnoses and placing people under all this. I guarantee they come up with a diagnosis clinic, you know, a place where you go to you have to detox. Like, this shit is like drugs. You got to detox from social media, man. You be on there every day. And by you being on there every day, that gives you an audience to perform and do whatever the fuck you do in front of them every day. Right? Because before social media, it was just you and your little homies. Now you got like 3,000-4,000 motherfuckers on your page that you can get up and entertain. That women will get up and paint their face, makeup, eyelashes, all the all bells and whistles just to get on there and speak to people. And it creates a certain type of character in them. Like, they can correct character flaws. And sometimes that shit can be good. Sometimes that shit can be bad. So what I'm telling you is this, man. This shit is not natural. It definitely changes people's perception of how they see others. We're not social at all. And we just basically, man, we live our life behind social media. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, bro. Cause like I said, everything has a negative and positive. It could be good and it could be bad. Definitely, it definitely kills relationships. Oh my God. Like, this is the worst thing could have happened to us when it comes to relationships. True enough, some people have met online, but probably majority of people met online, but it gives you a list or a slew of options. Back in the day, only time you just met a motherfucker at the store, or if you're going, to the gas station or something. Now, man, you got people across town or in another state taking a shit on the phone talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Saying all type of stuff to you. Building that curiosity, showing you these pictures. You know what I'm saying? And it's just building that story in your head, Then it leads up to you meeting these people. It leads up to them sending you money. It leads up to them being a shoulder to cry on, right? It's just another form of communication. But like I say, it's not natural. So anything that's not natural is unnatural. You see what I'm saying? So just take that with a grain of salt, man. And like I say, man, all these diagnoses, I'm going to do another video on diagnoses, though, and just words, ADHD, or he got a temper tantrum, or he got a bad temper, or whatever the case may be. He's traumatized, depressed. All these words comes with emotions, and these emotions creates people's reality, bro. You have to understand how that goes. Don't fall victim to that shit, man. Don't never tell yourself, oh, I'm depressed. Man, you don't even know what that means. They gave you the meaning of what that means. What if you didn't know what depressed means? Then you don't have the ability or the programming to process what it means. So therefore, you cannot create the emotion, and therefore you cannot create the reality of a depressed person, or whatever they say depressed means. So rewrite, re-engineer, rebrand, do whatever you got to do. Get those words out your system. You don't know what that shit means. You only want to know what it means so that you can understand when other people is talking about it when it comes to conversation. Other than that, don't place yourself under that, man. Never tell yourself you're depressed, or you got a bad temper, or I got a bad day. Don't do that, bro. Because you just created the emotion that's going to create the reality, bro. And now you're going down that low vibrational ass path. Don't do it. All right? It's your boy Papa Duck. Want to drop that on y'all right quick, man. Like I say, man, y'all be on the lookout for whatever may happen with this, the them cutting the people's food stamps and stuff. Because like I say, we all know, or anybody who did any type of research, you know, once you cut people's amenities and assistance and the money get low, the crime rate rises. They know that. And I ain't saying it's gonna be some crime, but I'm saying if you throw a grain of salt in the sea, you just changed it. Meaning, by them cutting these people food stamps, it changed the dynamics of how people, get their food and how people do things that they've probably been doing for however many years. You just changed it, Mr. President. Change bring change. All I'm saying is be on the lookout for that change, whatever that change may be. You got motherfuckers might be running around taking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come out the grocery store, you got a big bucket full of clothes, grocery, but it might put the pew to your head. I ain't saying it's gonna be like that, but I'm just making an example, bro. I just know change bring change, and whatever that change may be, just be prepared for it. That's all I'm saying. Listen, man, it's your boy Papa Dope. Put all your comments on the bottom of this video. This is a community where we all can learn from each other. Like I tell y'all all the time, I love y'all, man. That's why we do this, man. This is a family, and we're gonna continue to educate. We're gonna continue to put knowledge out there. We're gonna continue to warn each other about stuff. Cause like I say, man, the news ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? The news ain't doing it. CNN ain't doing it. You can't trust none of them motherfuckers say. Nah, I mean nothing. Listen to what they say so that you can cross-reference it, analyze it, and just see where they be lying at and how they use that stuff to control us. Other than that, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's your boy Papa Duck. Like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. I love y'all, man. I will get with y'all on the next one.